Next up on WTV, library books to be returned, this week's edition of Real Talk, and today's Sports Minute. WTV's Daily Update starts now. Good morning, Red Hawk Nation. Today is Friday, May 10th, and I'm Wade Glover with today's Daily Update brought to you by Wingspan TV. From STAR testing to AP exams, there is no mistaking that the school year is coming to an end. Another sign, the library deadline. WTV's Alyssa Murphy has the story.
As the school year draws near, so does the time to turn in books. Today is the final day to return books in the library to give library staff enough time to get everything ready for the next school year.
We have them do a couple weeks before the end of school. That way we can make sure that we get all of them in. We have to inventory all of our books, and we have over 17,000 books in the library. Closing it a little bit early and having all the books due a little bit early kind of gives us some time to make sure that we put everything back in order before school ends, because we have to put everything back and get everything nice and neat so that over the summer the teachers can come in and they do like summer planning and curriculum and all kinds of fun teachery things.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Alyssa Murphy.
Color Guard will not perform again for another 4 months until football season starts, but tryouts start on Monday. WTV's Kirti Gumati has the details.
With the end of the year coming soon, Color Guard tryouts are happening all next week, starting on Monday the 13th.
Color Guard is a really fun place where you get to make a group of friends, and it's like a community, and it's a place where you belong in the high school. Guard is really fun because in the fall season we get to go with our marching band to competitions.
No experience is needed as tryouts are open to everyone, and students will be taught dance fundamentals and how to spin a flag.
Color Guard is basically the visual aspect, well, one of the main visual aspects of the marching band show. We take the music that the band is playing and add a visual element with our flags and our rifles and our sabers. We also do a lot of dance choreography as well to kind of bring the music to life. As far as what we're looking for in new members, honestly, it's really just a willingness to try new things and a great positive attitude. Color Guard's one of those things that unless you've done it, you've never really done it. So we always try to give everyone an opportunity to just learn and grow, and really it only just takes the ability to not be afraid to try new things and step outside the box.
Students have to fill out an audition form to try out, with the form found on the Liberty Band website at www.libertyhsband.com/colorguard.
During our audition process, it's less of an audition and more of a tryout per se. We're not looking to, fill a certain number of spots. It's really just looking for individuals that want to be there, want to work hard and try new things. We'll be learning a few basic technical exercises and then spending the majority of our time just learning some choreography to try to get comfortable and familiar with the equipment and maybe start preparing for the fall season.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Kirti Gumati.
While putting on one show is hard enough, theater students will be putting together a show in just 24 hours. For this, we go back to WTV's Kirti Gumati.
Red Hawk Theater's third annual 24-hour play marathon is on Saturday, starting at 3:30.
24-hour play marathon is where we get two groups of seniors that we have, and we each write our own original show, or our little play, and on Friday we draw out of a hat from our theater department who's going to be in which group, and then within 24 hours, we block it all, we memorize it, we tell them what to do, and they learn, and then they perform the show the next day at around the same time. So we learn the whole show in 24 hours.
Equipped with previous experience in the school's 24-hour play marathon, Goodman is taking on a new role this year.
I'm really excited because this year, I've been doing it for the past 2 years, and this year I'm a director. So I get to work with my friends Eduardo and Stafford, and kind of get to be on the other side instead of acting or doing tech, so I'm really excited for it.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Kirti Gumati.
On this week's edition of Real Talk, WTV's Melody Akbari hits the halls to ask students about AP testing.
This is Melody Akbari with this week's edition of Real Talk. Today we'll be hitting the halls to ask students how they feel on AP testing. How do you prepare for AP testing?
So for AP testing, how I prepare is I just use the reviews that the teachers give us and like the review plans that he gives us. Yeah, I think it helps a lot. Like it helps more than just studying on your own.
Are you taking this AP test because you thought it was a really good idea or your parents thought it was a really good idea?
I'm taking it by my own free will, not by my parents, because I want to get as much college credit out of the way because college is going to be expensive. I need to try to get as much out of the way as possible, so tuition is expensive.
Okay, so you just told me you have an AP test in 15 minutes?
Yes.
How do we feel?
I'm chilling. Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm ready for this test. It's not one of the harder ones. I took physics the other day, which was a lot harder. So.
Are you nervous?
Yes.
When are you taking your AP test?
I'm taking it next Thursday.
Okay, how are you preparing for that?
A lot of studying and not a lot of sleep. I saw a lot of the review that they're giving us and just trying to find my own resources that are beneficial.
Are you taking any AP tests?
Girl, ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh, okay. So why? Why aren't you taking any AP tests?
I don't believe in testing somebody on what they do. And if I do test, I just rush right through it because I'm tired of it. These state tests need to go. I'm tired of it.
You think that just no AP tests? We should never have an AP test ever again for anybody?
I think they all should just be on level stuff. There ain't nobody going to be AP trying to be better than anybody.
Since you already took AP tests, do you have any advice for anybody who's taking it next week for the first time?
I would just make sure you don't get like too stressed out and don't procrastinate your studying because that adds up a lot of stress. I know. I literally just started studying for my test 2 seconds ago. And it's in 2 minutes, so.
Nice.
But yeah, I just wouldn't procrastinate, so yeah.
That's it for this week's edition of Real Talk. This is Melody Akbari reporting for Wingspan.
Track is headed to state, and a member of the boys basketball team commits tonight. WTV's Davis O'Brien brings you today's Sports Minute.
Track was off the state yesterday and will compete today and tomorrow. 3 senior girls will be headed to the meet in Austin. Nisi Kabongo is among that group of elite athletes heading to Austin for the high jump as she placed first in the regional meet with a jump of 5 feet and 10 inches. She will also be competing in the 300-meter hurdles and the 800-meter run. Joining Nisi is senior Sinai Ford, who also placed first at regionals for the long jump. And rounding off the girls' team is senior Kristen Mizuchi, who will compete in the pole vault. For the boys' team, freshman phenom Evan Stewart has also reached the state meet after advancing with a school record at the regional meet. With a jump of 46 feet and 6 inches, Stewart set the school record in the triple jump, notching second place, and claimed second in the long jump as well to advance to the state meet this Friday and Saturday.
I mean, it's pretty great because I worked for it and God gave me abilities and I'm trying to put them to use. Yeah.
Despite being a freshman, he still embraces the pressure of the big stage.
I mean, I'm trying to keep a humble mindset. I mean, I just know I'm not really doing it for me, but I'm doing it for the school and stuff, and I have to represent them. So.
In other news, senior basketball star Zion Richardson has narrowed down his top 3 college choices. The senior point guard originally committed to Lamar, but chose to reopen his recruiting process, which he's glad he did.
So coming out, I kept hearing things after the AAU season, which ended in July, at the end of July. I kind of wanted to be in a position where my high school season would just be an easy coast. I wouldn't have to worry about colleges and stuff. Took a decision on faith, committed to Lamar, and then unfortunately that wasn't the best decision for me. Now I'm glad that I did it. I did decommit and I did wait as long as I did because I have better options now than I think I had before.
Richardson has a decision between Wofford, Western Michigan, or Campbell, and says that he's excited about an opportunity that very few people can achieve.
It's surreal because that's something you always think about. Not many kids, small percentage, can actually even get a D1 scholarship. And the fact that I'm actually I got 3 good D1 schools that have been very successful in Western Michigan, Campbell, and Wofford College. Those are 3 schools that cost a lot to get into, for academics, and then are also good athletic programs.
Zion will be making his announcement tonight at his old middle school, Fowler, at 6:30. Reporting for WTV Sports, I'm Davis O'Brien.
If you're looking for more from Wingspan, you can follow us at Liberty Wingspan on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. Please stay tuned for today's announcements. The AP Biology exam is Monday morning. The AP Physics C exams are Monday afternoon. The Writers Guild is accepting submissions for their annual literary magazine. Email your poetry, short fiction, essays, or artwork to libertyhswritersguild@gmail.com to see your work in print. Submissions are due on May 11th. Yearbooks are coming soon and supplies are limited. Buy yours at balfour.com or visit room C147 for more information. That's it for today's Daily Update. This is Wade Glover for Wingspan TV.